What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So today I have right here the M2 MacBook Air, and this is the midnight color. I know it's a little bit late, but I still want to show you guys my unboxing, my first impressions of this device. This is going to be a huge upgrade for me because I'm upgrading from a 2017 MacBook Pro, the 13-inch with like an Intel i5. It's a really good upgrade, but this is the base model with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. So we're gonna see how it plays out in the long run and if it's a good fit for me. So without further delay, let's dive right into this unboxing. All right, so let's pull off this tab right here. Let's peel all this plastic off. This wrapping right here. There we go. It's been a while since I unboxed a MacBook. Actually, the last time I unboxed one was 5 years ago. Let's take off the lid. I hear this is a fingerprint magnet, so we're going to really see if it is. But here it is, the M2 MacBook Air, and okay. Just first glance, how much it feels in the hand. It feels about the same as my MacBook Pro. But let's put this aside. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, we see the braided MagSafe cable right here. So it's MagSafe to USB-C. It's in midnight, color matching, awesome. Let's put that aside. Let's open this up. Designed by Apple in California. We get some paperwork. And I want to see those stickers. Where are those stickers? Nope. Is there any more stickers? And there they are. There are the stickers right here, if I can pull them out. They are 2 Apple stickers in midnight. Sweet. That's color-coded with my midnight M2 MacBook Air. It's good to see that Apple is doing that. Let's put that aside. And then right here, I didn't go for the dual USB-C. I believe this is just a 30-watt USB-C power adapter because I already have the larger one anyway. So let's put that aside too. Let's take this, put this aside, and let's unwrap the M2 MacBook Air. Oops. Wow. And you can already tell there's fingerprints. So it's true that this is a fingerprint magnet, but this really feels good in the hand. It really feels good in the hand. So they got rid of the wedge shaped, and it's all more of a boxier design that Apple has been going towards. But damn, there's so many fingerprints. I really like this midnight color. This is so nice. Let's pull this open. Oh, well, it already turned on. Let's take this off at least. There we go. Wow, this is super nice. I love how there's Touch ID now because my MacBook Pro doesn't have it. Taking a look at that display, it's got the notch and then there's no Face ID there. Let's feel how the keys feel. They feel pretty clicky. I mean, coming from a 5-year-old device, they really do feel good. So there is MagSafe right here, 2 USB-C ports, and a headphone jack. Some people wanted, the USB-C port on the right side and this and that, but I'm fine with it because I got used to it on my 2017 MacBook Pro right here. And the thing about my MacBook Pro is only one of my USB-C ports was working, so I had to.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver. There
we go. Just turn that off. Yeah, so one of the USB-C ports was not working, so I had to charge it. If I need to use it, to transfer files or whatnot, then I would have to plug it out and do that, and it was just a hassle. So it's good to know that MagSafe is here, and I have 2 USB-C ports. But this feels really good. Fingerprint magnet for those who are wondering, and you can probably see on on camera. There's a fingerprint right there, All right, but let's get this guy set up and dive a little bit more into the M2 MacBook Air. All right, so here we are. We are here with the M2 MacBook Air. I got it set up a little bit. I got my wallpaper right here. Here's my wallpaper. It's called Drip. I'll be leaving links in the description down below. It works much better with, it's more optimized for smartphones, and I am working on wallpapers for, MacBooks and other computers. But here it is. I like it. First glance, the keyboard feels really good. It's just about the same as my 2017 MacBook Pro. I like how there is Touch ID now, and I like how this row of buttons is now, a large keys rather than right here. It was much smaller when you take a look right here. It was pretty annoying. But I don't like how these arrow keys are much smaller than my MacBook Pro. So that's something to get used to. I was having issues with my trackpad on my MacBook Pro, so it's good to know that, I have a brand new trackpad to work with. Everything else is about the same, just a way of using this. Now, the MacBook Air, the M2 MacBook Air, comes with a 13.6-inch display. It's a little bit larger than its predecessor. There is a notch, but I'm getting used to it really quickly. It doesn't really bug me too much, and I think it'll go away as soon as I start, getting some work done and getting into the habit of doing things. Now, the big dilemma here is this is the 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. So 256 gigs of SSD. The whole thing of, the base model has a slower SSD and you can't really get too much work done and this and that. Well, I'm gonna put it to the test in later videos, because my workflow on my 2017 MacBook Pro has just been pretty bad, especially with an Intel. I'll even pull it up right here about this Mac. Oh man, it's a 13-inch 2017, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, processor, 2.3 gigahertz dual core Intel Core i5 with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of SSD. So that's pretty bad, especially when I'm using Final Cut Pro and I try to put in 2-3 streams of 1080p of full HD, throwing in some motion VFX, and it starts stuttering, drops a lot. The frames drop incredibly. Final Cut Pro crashes, and midway through, my battery just dies out on me. So I'm really looking forward to using Final Cut Pro in here. Again, I don't do too much intensive work. 2-3 streams of full HD, maybe some B-roll with my Sony a7 III or a7 Mark III, and that's really it. I'm not doing, like I said, too intensive work. Most of my photo editing is done on my iPad mini or on my iPhone through Lightroom, and even my wallpapers, creating my wallpapers through my iPad mini. The only main work I do is probably get video editing done, and hopefully I'm going to be using this exclusively as my video editing machine. And obviously some research and writing on Medium and writing some tech articles and just leaving the schoolwork. That's one of the biggest downsides I just used to have everything all thrown onto one computer, and it would just get all over the place. I have schoolwork, then I have my YouTube work. It was just crazy. So this is exclusively going to be used for YouTube, for editing videos on Final Cut Pro, to share with you guys my full experience on the M2 MacBook Air, the base model, and see if it truly is, especially for those who are looking to start a YouTube career and start up a channel. Do you really need to get an M1 Pro or M1 Max or the later revealed M2 Pros and M2 Maxes? We're gonna see, but there's a reason why I didn't pick those up and I picked this up instead, because I think I'm going to be perfectly fine with this. This is going to be more than capable of what I need to get done with. But otherwise, I love this design. I absolutely love how it's more squared off from front to back, and super light too. It is a MacBook Air, but when I do compare it, it is definitely, yeah, it's so much lighter. I'm ready to retire this. I still have this D-Brand skin. Shout out to D-Brand. I've been using it for about 4 years now, so that's really good. I like this color. I really do like this color. So I don't know if I'm going to put on a skin or whatnot. Let me know in the comments down below if I should put on a skin. Super excited to try this out. I'll be sharing with you guys lots of content coming very soon on the channel of the MacBook Air. It's officially tech season. Samsung devices, Apple is coming out with their iPhones in September. A bunch of great new products are coming up real soon. So, you know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you want to see more content on the M2 MacBook Air and how it holds up. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.